Hi, welcome back. It's the K-Lite Gamer. Just a brief overview of another console. This time it's the original Xbox console. It's definitely a love it or hate it console as regards the gaming community. Good many people went with the PS2 and stuck with the PS2. Others branched out and took a risk on the Xbox. The Xbox itself was Microsoft's first real attempt at a console, and they actually brought in a lot of PC tech. I think it's got a NVIDIA graphics card in there and Intel processor. It's bog standard stuff under the lid. It was slightly optimised, but generally it's pretty much like a cut down PC in a box. So the first console that got released that it's actually got its own built-in hard drive, and that you actually could output the display in HD. I think it was, what does it say? Possible output on one of them. It does say somewhere you can output in HD. I can't quite remember which game it was now. It could be Ninja Gaiden, but yeah, it might be something like 720p, but I think it's probably more like 480p. But yeah, there's an Xbox One console. Oh, I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. It was an okay console. It's obviously now it's earned its retro status because it's over 10 years old. As I say, the original joypad that got released with the Xbox was awful. It was the giant. It needs to be some sort of mutant to play with it. It was a massive thing. It was nicknamed the Duke. But obviously, this is a Japanese controller S. It's one I actually purchased from a Games Emporium not long after I heard it got released. I didn't want to wait for the European release. I absolutely hated the original joypad, so I think I traded it in and I put the extra cash towards this. That is an iconic joypad, superb joypad that is. Also, not long after its release, I managed to pick up this third-party light gun. That's where the memory card goes in there. But yeah, it's pretty good. You can play with the likes of House of the Dead 3. You can probably just about see in there. Sorry about the poor lighting conditions, but yes, you can play with the likes of House of the Dead 3. There aren't many light gun games available on Xbox One. Mainly it was the reason I like the Xbox One is for the Tecmo beat 'em ups and the likes of Ninja Gaiden, because you just cannot play, or you could not play them on anything else at the time. Anyone that's played Ninja Gaiden knows what a fantastic game that is. Another strange thing about the Xbox One as well was you can actually play DVDs on it straight out of the box. You had to purchase a remote along with this dongle. Obviously it's a bit of a part cost cutting, part cash grabbing incentive from Microsoft, to be honest. Another thing as well, you'll probably see a lot of third party controller S's on the market now. It's like quite a few of these. You can tell by the dust on this one that I don't use it, and the reason why is it looks perfect. Don't get me wrong, it's okay, but because it's cut down, there are no vibration motors in there, so there's no vibration function whatsoever with that control pad. It's fine on some games, but other games you really need the vibration control. Just it adds that immersivity in the game. Without that, it just feels empty. Anyway, just have a quick overview of my Xbox collection. You got starts down here like Alien Omnid, Blinks. Remember Blinks? I'll just skim over the ones I think are really worth adding to your collection. Right, Overlook Classic Breakdown. It's like a first-person action game. It's unique. It is a unique game. It's by Namco. You've got the likes of Burnout, Point of Impact, superb version. You got a decent version of Cold Fear. You got the likes of Dark Watch, but you got Deadly Skies, which is Air Force Delta. It's just a European name for it. You got the Dead or Alive series. You got Dead or Alive Ultimate. It's like probably the best version of Dead or Alive. So you got some ports as well, like Metal Gear Solid 2. You got Substance rather than Subsistence is the third one. You got Substance, Metal Gear Solid 2, Substance, yeah. You've got Marvel vs. Capcom. Got pretty bog standard LA Rush. I'd give that one a miss. But you've got the likes of Mercenaries is a decent game. You've got some Microsoft exclusives in there. You've got like the likes of the Halo series, Halo 2, 3. Sorry, Halo 2, Halo 3's on Xbox 360. You got lots of Galleon as well. Gun Valkyrie, it's a decent Sega shoot 'em up. Dino Crisis 3. You've got Fable The Lost Chapters now. I've got the classics version of Fable because that's the Lost Chapters version. That's the only one you can get with the Lost Chapters. You've got Midway Arcade Treasures 1, 2, 3. It's like the compilations. Ninja Gaiden and Gaiden Black again. Like I say, Ninja Gaiden, you need that in your Xbox collection if you're an Xbox addict. Or just if you're an action game fan, it's just such a superb game. Ninja Gaiden remake on Xbox. Got Outrun 2, Coast to Coast. Again, they're superb conversions. You got Panzer Dragoon Saga. Reckless. It's graphically stunning, but gameplay is pretty weak. And you got looks at Taito, Legends 2. It's the best version of Legends 2 on the Xbox. You've also got Shenmue 2, which I've already got on the Dreamcast. You've got Red Dead Revolver as well. Red Dead Revolver is a class game. It's a class game on Xbox. We'll say another thing as well. You've also got like the likes of Otogi from Software's Otogi 2. They're also fantastic games in their own right. Indiana Jones as well. It's another class game. And of course Jet Set Radio. Jet Set Radio Future. So all in all, I mean, if you're serious about games, I mean, it has been dismissed by quite a lot of eyebrow gamers as a bit of an elephant, a white elephant. But I really do feel that the Xbox is a worthy console to stick in your collection. Anyway, thanks for listening to me waffle on. Cheers.